So now we get to add the halftone effect to the layer there. We're going to turn off the background so we can see our halftone better. We're going to rotate it. And the rotation, whoops, make sure your halftone layer is selected, not your background. Let's give it a rotate. Now, I'm rotating it kind of arbitrarily. Again, it's about a 45-degree angle, give or take. I'm going to rotate it to I'm going to rotate it to about a 40-degree angle. Basically, there's no hard and fast rule. What you want, once that rotates, rotating large portions of an image can be pretty painful if you have a slower computer, or if you're screen recording. Anyway, as you can see, the image is kind of fitting the tilt of the text. It doesn't have to fit it perfect, just really close. So as you can see, the thick bubbles, or the halftone effect, is thick at the bottom, thin at the top kind of thing. So, turn on your background layer, and as you can see, there you go, you have the halftone effect. Now you can go and turn on your texture layers, but first, we're going to notice two things. First, the halftone effect is on all the layers, which makes it look like crap. Take your halftone and drag it in between. Drag it, or use this, which is the lower the layer one step in the layer stack. So you can either drag it down, or you can click this until it's in between your top layer of text and the bottom. So it's only applying itself to this layer of text. Now, what you want to do is it's a little too much there, right? It's a little too bright. It's a little distracting. So bring down the opacity to 50%. That puts it in the background. It gives it that effect, but it doesn't look too bright and painful. Now on the top, we're going to bring down that a little bit. Not a lot. Bring it down to 70%, passing on the texture layer. And almost done. Now, for this part, you're going to need to change one of your preferences. So you need to go to Edit, Preferences. Click on the Appearance bar in the Preferences, and you're going to see Default Appearance in Normal Mode. Now, in my window management, in my window manager hints, I have the hints for the toolbox and other docs in normal Windows, so Windows treats it like just another application. Now you need to deselect Show Layer Boundary. This is very important. Deselect that. It's going to be selected by default. Deselect that. That will get rid of the hard yellow lines or dotted dashed lines that you see around your layers. You can turn it on after you're done. After you change that, you're going to have to restart the GIMP. So since you have to restart, just save your file somewhere as an XCF, so you can open it back up once it's restarted, and you'll have all your stuff there. So that's been done, and you want to create a new layer, and we're going to call it Shine, and create a circle. Just a decent size circle. Call it about encircle the text. Now go to your paint bucket, and let's choose a nice yellow, like FFF000 is what I'm using here, and paint that. Now, Control-Shift-A, deselect. Now go to your scale. Now this is important. You need to turn off the keep aspect ratio, because now we're going to squish this down. And you can speed up time by setting the height to 3 pixels. As you can see, now it's just a thin line. Squishing it down that far might dull it a little bit. It might bring down the transparency. So just duplicate the layer and then merge it down. So now it's nice and bright. Alright, what we want to do now is we want to create that star-like effect. So duplicate the layer, duplicate the shine layer, and go into your rotate tool. And let's go ahead and rotate this. We'll call it 30 degrees. And move it down, so it kind of creates like a thin X. And duplicate it once more, and rotate again. Oh, let's say like 90 degrees. Awesome. Now let's go to the move, and there you go. Once you get here, you might realize you need to give it a bit more rotation. I will give the middle layer, this one here, I'll give that a bit more rotation. You want to basically just get like a cool star, like an asterisk, kind of. Rotate that, and line it up. Perfect. Now, you want to take these three layers, because they're all separate. Go to the top one, merge it down once more, so they're all contained on one layer, and that's great. Now let's move it. Now I'm putting mine right on the 9 here at the edge of the 9. And as a final touch, I'm going to rotate it. Get that out of my way. I'm going to rotate it so, as you can see, I've rotated it. So this line right here, let's just rotate it so I can better show you. I just rotated it so this line right here follows, once I put it on the 9, it follows the same angle as the rest of the text. Specifically, I use the L in skills, and that just makes things more geometrically pleasing when you look at them, so it doesn't look quite so random. And as a final step, go right click on your layers, on any layer, doesn't matter, and click flatten image. And there you go. You can now save it as whatever you want, JPEG, PNG, whatever. I personally save it, all my images as PNGs, because it's a good balance between high quality and size. And there you have it. You've learned to apply text and some apply textures over text, some simple text effects. I hope it helped you out, and I hope that I will get to do many more. So until next time, this is Trevor Andrews for Gimp Tutorials.